His debut album went to #1 and his songs have been downloaded over 2 billion times. Tom Walker joins me now. It's lovely to see you, Tom. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay, yeah, not too bad. So I guess lockdown has been kind of, you've been creating, you've been working, you've been writing.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely been a different year. I think we had a couple of festivals planned, which obviously got cancelled. But yeah, me and my fiancé Annie, we moved into our first house a week before lockdown started. So I've had plenty of time to paint and decorate and, DIY and build stuff. And yeah, it's been lovely to spend a bit of time with her.
Good, and you've got to find all the positives in this situation, and that certainly is one. And with you two, I mean, I know how much you love each other, and of course you are used to being separated a lot. So it must be great to just have that time together.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the whole thing for us. Like, obviously, it's been a terrible situation for everything, but the silver lining for me and Annie has been this is the most time we've spent together since we met 8 years ago, because I've been touring and off to loads of different places around the world, and this is the longest period of time I've been at home for a long time. So yeah, it's been so nice to actually just spend some time with her.
Good, and it makes you even more in love with one another than before, because we know that sadly for some couples they've annoyed each other and it's not worked out, but not with you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not easy, is it? But I think me and Annie have kind of been very lucky because we were ready to spend a bit more time with each other, which is lovely.
No, it worked out, and of course you were working in the house. Have you got a studio, a sort of studio at home that you can go to and work and create and all of that?
I mean, I wouldn't call it a studio as such. It's a room that I've built some soundproofing in so that I don't get evicted and I don't annoy the neighbours. But Annie can still hear it in the living room. So sometimes if she's been doing work calls and all that kind of thing, I've got to do a bit of vocals. Then she does a work call. Then I do a bit of vocals. Then she does another work call. So we've just been kind of playing tennis with who's doing what at what time.
Oh, it's good. It sort of works. It's a partnership, give and take. I bet you can't wait though to get. I bet you can't wait to get out touring with this, with the new album and with all of that.
Yeah, I mean, God, I miss touring. I miss spending time with the band. They were my family last year, and we did like 125 gigs, something like that, and we spent so much time together on the bus and touring and traveling. And I've seen them once, which was about a week ago. I invited them round for a barbecue in the garden, which was so lovely to catch up with everybody after like 13, 14 weeks of not seeing them. But that's been very strange. So yeah, I think we're all really excited to get back to it and get back to doing some live music, which I think will be ready for by the time we're allowed to do it.
Definitely, absolutely. But you managed to do a world tour during all of this, virtually, of course, because you were at home.
Yeah.
But that was a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool. We started at, I think it was 9 o'clock in the morning. And where was it? Was it France or Italy, maybe? And then we did another, like, 5 gigs through the day, ending at, like, I think it was, like, 9 o'clock at night. So, yeah, it was a long old day for the gigs, but it was so cool to see people all over the world on Zoom, and everybody got, like, a different slot and kind of joined in and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a unique thing to do. It's really weird when you finish a song though, and like you can see people clapping on Zoom, but you couldn't hear them because if you unmuted everybody at once, it would just be an absolute nightmare.
That's true. It would be crazy. But a great idea.
Yeah, getting used to
a really, really good idea. Now, of course, during this, people have they've experienced loss, and I know that your grandfather died, and that must have been so sad for all of you and the family. We were just talking to Matt Hancock there about the whole, the whole kind of strategy of what they had for funerals, and he's admitted he got it wrong. Really tough for you guys, just so hard for everyone.
I think, not being able to hug your nearest and dearest after somebody has kind of tragically died is just... It's not something I'd wish on my worst enemy, but we managed to make the best of a bad situation, I think. And my mum and her 2 brothers, they lost their dad, and they were amazing at the funeral. They did great speeches and really held it together, even though it was tough. And you know, we had to drive up and down to Scotland in a day, which was a long stint, but a lot of people had to go through the same thing, and you know, I think my mum was happy how it all went in the end. So
it's difficult, it's really tough, and I have to ask you about your wee granny, because I mean, I think she's been on the show more than you have probably, and she's absolutely delightful. How is she?
Yeah, she's good. She's good. I've been talking to her quite a bit. I think like everybody, she's getting a little bit bored. You know, my gran likes to get out and about. She likes to get down the town centre. She likes to go to the shop. She's a woman about town, and I think she's just feeling a bit kind of stuck in the same place in the same routine. But I think as things start to open up a bit, you know, she can go out a bit more. But we'll just see how it all pans out. But the whole family's keeping in touch with her as much as they can. So yeah, she's all good.
Good. We're waiting for that day, aren't we, when we can all just have the biggest party in the world for everybody that we love. And also to see you out and about. But the new album's great. You've done such a brilliant job. You really have. And the songs are just cracking. Thanks so much for talking to us, Tom. It's just great to see you.
Always a pleasure. Never a chore. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
And the new single, Wait For You, is out right now. And as you heard, it's another classic in the making. Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub, and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.